Hey Matisse, how tough was it guarding Steph tonight? And yeah, how tough was this to guard him?
Uh, I didn't really guard him. I think I was on him for like a possession or two, but I mean, just watching what he was doing out there in the couple possessions I did guard him. Yeah, I mean, he's a once in a lifetime type player.
Sean Bernard.
Yeah, hey Matisse. Talk a little bit about what it meant to have George Hill out there and what he brings to the team.
Oh, I mean, it was great just to see him out there because he's been bringing a lot to the team just off the court. Whether I think I heard him talking to you guys before, just saying mentoring us young guys. He's been huge for me, just as a defender himself, giving me tips and things to look for guarding some of these like elite guards, and to see him back out there getting his legs under him again is good. I'm excited to start playing with him.
Rich Hoffman.
Matisse, how you feeling about your offense? I mean, like tonight's game, missed your first two shots, but you were still pretty aggressive after that. Were you kind of happy about, your approach out there?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely wish I could have made a couple more, but yeah, just for me, offense is how I look at it in a way of how can I help the team. And tonight, the offense was a little slow. I showed up in like the final score, so I was just trying to do my part to help with the double teams off Joe, just get the ball moving, try to get downhill, make some easy layups, that kind of thing.
And the other thing I was curious about, you were known as this, zone defender in college, and I think you've obviously put, that you're a pretty good man defender in the pros, but like specifically when it comes to keeping guys in front, do you think that's something that you've gotten better at this year versus last season?
Maybe. I couldn't really tell you. I think it's just knowing players a little bit better. Last year I kind of got thrown into the fire of, it was like if somebody started to get hot, it was just sick them. Like they would just send me at them. And I was just trying to do the best I could. This year I kind of have a better idea of who I'm going to be guarding. I've seen them play before once or twice, and I think that might help if it has helped at all.
Austin Krell.
Matisse, you and Ben are pretty well known for priding yourselves on the defensive side of the ball. I'm curious. Kind of felt like a lot of Steph's looks came outside of the ball screen. When you didn't have much pressure on that inside hip. How do you feel like a guy like Ben could have impacted in that situation?
I mean, Ben's just so tall. He's so strong. He makes it really hard for guys to get angles, like the angles that they want, especially coming off the ball. And coming off pin downs and DHOs and whatnot. So I think he definitely could have impacted it. I think he would have been huge for us in this game on both ends. And, I mean, we'll be a better team when we have him back.
Lauren Rosen.
Hey, Matisse, just because nobody's asked you this yet, you guys as a team have plenty of opportunities to practice dunks in layup lines and be demonstrative and have fun. You never really participate in that at a extreme level. So where exactly did the windmill tonight come from? And I know you would have probably rather finished with a win and talked about it after a win, but how did it feel to have a play like that tonight?
I mean, for me, it was just nice to finally have a fast break where somebody wasn't trying to chase me. But no, I mean, I've been able to do that since I was in high school. Like, these are things that, like, I don't know. As kids, you get more excited about them than you do now. These seasons are so long, and, like, this just takes such a toll on your body. I'm like, I'd rather just save it for the games, and then hopefully I get the opportunity to do it.
Fair enough, thank you.
Yeah.
And last question, Jackson Frank.
Hey, Matisse, you had a nice drive, I think, finished with your left, and then also a couple of cuts today. Are those kind of that dribble drive thing, attacking closeouts and cutting, those things you kind of feel like you've gotten better at and grown into more as you've come to understand kind of your role offensively over the course of your career?
Yeah, I'd say just this year has been trying to get a feel for when I can do that to open up things for other guys. And sometimes those cuts or those drives don't result in me getting a layup, but it results in somebody else getting a good shot. I think just tonight was a night where I got more layups than others, and if anyone who watches, if you watch the way I cut, I think it opens up a lot for whether it's corner threes or driving lanes. It's something that I kind of pride myself in, and just tonight was one of those nights where I happened to get a couple more layups.